Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another Saturday Top 10, where today we're going to be counting down the top 10 worst Easter eggs in Treyarch Zombies history. This was recommended by Eternal Blaze, and if you guys have a suggestion, make sure to comment it down below. Hope you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, please consider dropping a like and subscribing. And also, I do want to mention that I don't dislike any of Treyarch's Easter eggs. These are just ones that I dislike more than others, so just keep that in mind while you guys are watching. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Coming in at the number 10 spot is going to be the Moon Easter egg. Now, I do think Moon is a good map, but there are a few things that make the Easter egg very, very annoying, like getting the QEDs, getting the Gersh devices, getting the wave gun. All three of those things require a ton of RNG, especially if you're playing Black Ops 1, so it can be annoying hitting the box a lot. I guess you could hack a max ammo to get a fire sale, but still, that's a pretty good amount of points that you got to spend in order to do that. Not only that, you got to wait for Excavator Pie, which is usually what I don't end up getting when I'm trying to do the Easter egg, and then when I don't want to do the Easter egg, I get pie every time. But overall, I think Moon's a great map, but the Easter egg is just not that great, and it really sucks with all the RNG involved. Alright guys, coming in at the number 9 spot is going to be Revelations. Now, I love Black Ops 3, and I think the map design of Revelations is actually really cool with all the different maps that we had in the past before that map. But one thing that really annoys me about this map is the rock step. We have to shoot 6 rocks to get a bone and then suck it up with the Apothecary Servant. It's no wonder the community literally took an entire week to figure that out, and that step just really annoys me. But throwing the summoning key at different icons on the different maps is really cool, and there are a few fun steps. I'm just not a huge fan of Revelations. You can literally do this Easter egg on round 1 if you really wanted to. I've done it in the past. So overall, it comes in here at the number 9 spot. Coming in at the number 8 spot is going to be Mob of the Dead, my favorite map. Now, there is definitely no way that this is a great Easter egg. It's definitely one of the worst because it's so simple. All you have to do is fly the plane 3 times, enter the numbers, get the free Blundergat, and you're basically done the entire Easter egg, which definitely doesn't take that much skill. But if you're doing it speedrun wise, like fast, you can die in the infirmary so easily. So that's usually how I end up dying when doing speedruns. But overall, I don't think the map is bad, but I just think the Easter egg could have been better for Mob of the Dead. So it comes in at the number 8 spot. Coming in at the number 7 spot is the worst version of Alcatraz, and that is Blood of the Dead. Now, I personally don't really hate this map as much as like some other maps, but I will say that this Easter egg is just not fun in my opinion. I think the best step is actually finding the seagulls, and that's literally my favorite step. And then after that, like, the rest of it is terrible. Having to use 27 shield blasts in one game is a little ridiculous, and I just don't like the map for that reason. The shield does feel like cardboard and it breaks so easily, but other than that, I think that the storyline of the map is great, especially the ending, of course. So I will give it a little bit more credit because of the story, but it still comes in here at the number 7 spot. Coming in at the number 6 spot is going to be Die Machine. Now, yes, this was the first Easter egg in Cold War Zombies. Didn't need to be anything crazy or amazing, and that's why it comes in here at the number 6 spot. I think that it is so simple, and that's really what takes away from the Easter egg for me personally, because you literally just get the die and then you shoot a few things and then you suck up a megaton and then you're done. Of course, the boss fight is a little bit more tedious than that, but other than that, like, the Easter egg is really easy and simple. So for that reason, I think it is not one of the best, and it comes in here at the number 6 spot. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be Firebase Z. Now, I love Dr. Peck. I think Dr. Peck is awesome, one of my favorite characters from Cold War's entire like zombie storyline, Dark Ether storyline, and I think that the steps are actually pretty good, like finding the truth serum and all that stuff is really fun actually. But the thing that really turns me off on this map is trapping the mimics, which is really annoying. Sometimes it like glitches out completely and just doesn't work. And then last but not least, the Orda boss fight. It is one of the worst boss fights of all time. The Orda just literally sits there standing still, and all you have to do is like basically protect yourself against all the enemies that are attacking you. I just think that this boss fight was kind of lame in general. All it does is slam, just like ZNS being super easy. So for that reason, it comes in here at the number 5 spot. But other than that, like saving Sam and all that stuff was kind of cool. but just the overall like boss fight kind of ruined this map for me, and we don't like order boss fights at all. Coming in at the number 4 spot is Ascension. Now, if you think about it, it's kind of a Darius ripoff, but with lunar landers instead of teleporters. But other than that, I think that the Ascension Easter egg was really simple, but that makes sense because it was the first Easter egg. So it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but I do think that this is kind of one of the worst Easter eggs just because you also need to rely on the box. You have to get ray guns, thunder gun, Gersh devices, and Matryoshka dolls and stuff like that. So that can be a little bit annoying sometimes as well. And it comes in here at the number 4 spot. All right, guys, coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be the second Outbreak Easter egg. This one is absolutely horrendous. Literally, I don't even remember the steps. That's how bad it is. And also the boss fight is literally in order. Like, we haven't already fought a bunch of those already at this point in the game. They added them into Outbreak before this even happened. So overall, fighting another order was just kind of lame and ridiculous. So it has to be one of the worst, if not the worst, in all of Cold War, honestly. So it comes in here at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be Die Rise. Now, I personally like the Easter egg a little bit on Die Rise, but I will say that it is super lackluster. Literally, there's only a few steps, but the most annoying one is definitely the Mojang tiles or Mahjong tiles, however you like to say it. Someone's going to correct me in the comment section. But overall, finding those is a little bit annoying because there's a bunch of different spots. I think there's like 16 different spots or something like that. Now, that step really isn't that bad, but I think everything else is fairly enjoyable. I know a lot of people have trouble with the Max's side of the Easter egg, but if you know what you're doing, it's really not that bad. But other than that, I think Die Rise is all right, but the Easter egg definitely isn't great at all. All right, guys, now it's time for 2 honorable mentions. The first one is going to be Tagged or Towin. This one is literally just throwing snowballs at orbs for like literally half the Easter eggs. So for that reason, I'm not a huge fan. And the second one is going to be Zetsu and Oshima. This Easter egg is literally collecting cogs, and that's basically the entire Easter egg. This one's really easy as well. I think ZNS is probably the easiest Easter egg that you can do solo in like all of Zombies pretty much. So that one also is an honorable mention. Coming in at the number 1 spot is the worst Easter egg ever in Treyarch Zombies history, and that is Transit. Now, I'm not saying that the Easter egg is bad because the map is bad, which is like a totally different point. I just think the Easter egg objectively is terrible. So there's 2 different versions. Maxis, you literally turn on the power switch and then turn it off. So you literally have no perks the entire game unless you put a turbine next to like Jug, for example, and keep refreshing it every time. But having to EMP an Avogadro and then place turbines down at a lampstand, is that really that great? In my opinion, no, it's not. And then the Richtofen side, all you do is throw EMPs, which is also really easy. You can literally do this Easter egg solo as well. So for that reason, guys, I'm going to say that Transit is the worst Easter egg in Treyarch Zombies history. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know your ideas for other ones you want to see here on the channel. And without further ado, guys, I will see you in the next one. Tomorrow, I'm going to be having a special edition of the hardest zombies quiz. It's going to be all sounds that you hear in Zombies. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I hope you guys like that one, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, guys, peace out.